everyone, Janie here, and today I'm celebrating reaching my 35,000 subscriber milestone here on YouTube, and I am so excited and so grateful for every one of you that has made that possible. And to show my appreciation, I'm having a giveaway, and I will tell you a little bit more about that later in the video, but for now, let's get started on today's projects. I'm going to be using this InLoveArts Dream Big Wild and Free Find Your Way cutting die set that comes with the words and the background shadow. And you can use those together or you can use the words by themselves. And I will show you a few ideas on how to use them. And I'm also using the InLoveArts Wish Words clear stamp set that literally has a sentiment for every occasion, so this stamp set is a must-have in my opinion. And InLoveArts graciously donated a $35 gift code for my giveaway that you can use for anything on their website. But I just thought I would let you know that you could buy this die set and the stamp set that I'm using and still have about $20 more that you could spend if you happen to be the winner of the gift code. And from this Calls for Confetti, I'm going to be using one of their shaker pockets that make it so easy to make shaker cards. And of course, a variety of their confetti shaker bits in these fun colors that just happen to match the papers that I'm using. And talking about the papers that I'm using, I know a lot of you have mentioned that you have 12 by 12 scrapbook paper pads and that you think that you can't use them to make cards. So today I'm using a scrapbook pad that is 8 years old from my stash, and I'm using this paper that appears to only be useful as a scrapbook page, but I'm going to cut it down to make today's card, and there will still be enough left over to make 5 more cards. And I'll also be using some glitter paper, and I will be cutting the center out of that piece of 4 1/4 inch by 5 1/2 inch glitter paper because nobody will notice once the piece of scrapbook paper is layered on top of that. And then I'm going to use the piece of glitter paper that I cut from the center to die cut the words Dream Big. So, as always, I'll be doing the die cutting with my Sizzix Big Shot Switch Plus, just so you can see how beautifully the dies cut, because I always like for you to see with your own eyes instead of just me telling you. And this is what I use the glitter paper for, and this is what the pieces look like separately, and this is what they look like together. Okay, so it's time to glue the piece of scrapbook paper onto the glitter paper and get it ready for the shaker pocket. Usually I'm just using one piece of scrapbook paper or cardstock for this and not having to glue 2 pieces together, especially when one of the pieces has the center cut out of it. But it worked perfectly. The shaker pocket comes with double-sided tape already attached and scored edges so you know where to fold, and just be sure that the double-sided tape will be on the inside when you fold the edges. And once the edges are folded, you'll be able to tell if your paper is going to fit or if you need to trim just a hair off each edge because sometimes it might be too tight of a fit. And once you have the right fit and your paper is placed face down, you can start removing the tape backing and fold it over, attaching it to the back of the paper. And you will do this only on 3 of the sides, leaving the top one until after you put the shaker bits in. And now comes the fun part. This is where you get to start putting in your shaker bits without making a mess like you would normally do if you were making a shaker card the old-fashioned way. And you can always check to see if you have the right amount of shaker bits or if you need to add a little bit more, which is something you also can't do making a traditional shaker card. Oh, and by the way, if you've never used these shaker bits from this Calls for Confetti, I think you would really love them because unlike sequins, these are flat little discs and they come in these resealable little packets so they don't spill out everywhere. I absolutely love them. And now I'm going to share a tip that I would normally do before adding the shaker bits, but as you can see, it can be done afterwards, which is using a fabric softener sheet to wipe the inside of the shaker pocket to help eliminate static. And once I have my shaker bits in and I'm happy with the amount of them that are in my shaker, then I just turn it over and seal off the shaker pocket. And an important thing to remember is that there is a protective layer that needs to be removed before you go any further, and it just peels right off. I like to save that until last, but you can always remove it first if you like. And now I'm ready to attach it to my card base, and you can use double-sided tape or wet glue or both, which is what I'm going to do. And I like to just add a strip of the double-sided tape down the sides and a strip down the center, and then just squiggle my wet glue around in case I need some wiggle room, and also because I feel that my Beacon 3-in-1 holds better than anything. And since this is a full front shaker pocket, I like to make sure that it is lined up straight on all four edges. And now it's time to add Dream Big to the front of the card. And I like adding things to the top of a shaker pocket because I feel it gives it more of a dimensional look with the shaker bits on the inside and then embellishments on the front of it. And I used my Beacon 3-in-1 glue to do that because I know that it will hold really well. And then I thought I might like to add a butterfly because I love butterflies. And to my surprise, that butterfly took hold and I couldn't lift it back up to reposition it. But that's okay, because I think it landed in a good spot. And then I took a few of those shaker bits and added those so that it looks like part of the confetti is on the outside and part is on the inside. And I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. Okay, before I go on to anything else, let's talk about the giveaway that I'm having to celebrate reaching 35,000 subscribers. This is just my way of thanking all of you and showing my appreciation for you choosing to be a part of my channel. I'm going to be giving away a gift certificate to InLoveArts for $35 that you can spend on anything on their website. And this giveaway is open internationally. And all of the rules and requirements are listed below in the description box, so please be sure to read them so that your entry will be valid. Okay, now for card number 2. I'm just showing you the die cutting process again, and I'm pretty sure you don't need to see that, but it's one of my favorite things. And this time I'm using foil cardstock and glitter cardstock. And I like for you to see that you can use the words by themselves or with the shadow background like this. And here's the graduation card that I made using the Find Your Way words dies. Here are my finished projects, and I just wanted you to see that the, Dream Big, Wild and Free, and Find Your Way cutting die set can be used for a variety of cards and occasions. So, I use this one for a birthday card, and I'll show you the inside here in a second. It could be used for any celebration or just wishing, somebody maybe good luck. This one I used for a graduation card for my grandson. And I used this paper from a pad that is literally from 2009. And it had "What Next" on here. And you know what? When you graduate, what next? You find your way. And I just thought that was perfect for that. And then there's this graduation cap that's actually a brad. And I've had that for, probably 15 years. I am using stuff from my stash. And so that's why there's a little gold brad right there. I didn't have a silver one and it came with the gold one. But I thought that, that was perfect for a graduation card. Like I said, perfect for celebration. Wild and Free could be used on a variety of cards. For here, I made what could be used as a tag or a bookmark. And I thought that was really fun with the zebra print behind it. Thought it went really good with the Wild and Free. And so I wanted you to see that those could be used for a variety of occasions, as well as this stamp set, which I believe is called Wish Words. And literally, there is something for every occasion, from just wishing someone a happy day, thanking them, wishing them happy birthday, telling them you love them, sympathy, everything in this. I absolutely love this stamp set. And so I used this, and the thank you was attached, and I cut it off. And actually, I'm glad I did, because I could use the thank you now separately on a variety of things. But let me show you what I did. I used that one here in the graduation card, because it says, "You are amazing in all that you are and everything you do." And I thought that was so perfect for my grandson, because he is amazing. And I'll be writing more on here about how proud I am of him, but, you know, wishing him a happy day. And then in the Dream Big, that says, "Add a little confetti," and actually when you move the confetti, it says, "To each day." And I really love that. And so inside, I used the stamp that said, "May your birthday be filled with the warm sunshine of love and the bright rainbow colors of laughter." And I just love that, because of the bright rainbow colors, and there's this variety of colors in the shaker, which, by the way, these shaker pockets lay flat in your envelope. Unlike other shaker methods with, you know, foam tape, the shaker pockets, they lay flat, and I really love that. And yet when they're not in there, they have so much shaker room in there. So I really, you know, love that. So anyways, there you go. These are my projects for the day that also represent celebrating a graduation, celebrating a birthday. And today we are celebrating my 35,000 subscriber milestone, which I cannot even begin to thank you all enough for. You guys are the best. I can't thank you enough. And so don't forget, there will be information below in the description box to all of the information that you're going to need for the giveaway. So be sure to check the description box for all of the details for the giveaway. So thank you all so much for just being a part of my life. You are all the best, and just big hugs and thank yous again to all of you so much. Thank you all so much for stopping by and helping me celebrate reaching my 35,000 subscriber milestone. Dream big is what I had to do to get this far, and I couldn't have done it without all of you. And I honestly hope that you know how much I truly appreciate each and every one of you for subscribing and watching my videos and always leaving such positive and encouraging comments. Don't forget to enter the giveaway, and don't forget that there will be links below in the description box to the products that I used today from InLoveArts, and this calls for confetti. And there's also a 25% off discount code to InLoveArts should you decide to shop there. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.